And we welcome you into Instant Replay. Tim Ring, Tyler Baldwin, and our NBA analyst, former Sun, Steve Hunter.
Hey, Steve, let's just kick it off with Steph Curry's evening. 37 points, 17 of them in the fourth quarter alone, and that isn't the most points scored in the fourth quarter in NBA Finals in 4 decades.
I mean, Steph Curry, man, what can you say? He came out, lit it up today. I mean, you're not supposed to be able to do this. Like all the great shooters like Reggie Miller, Larry Bird, they never could handle the ball quite like he can. But if you watch him, he has the ball in the string. Dellavedova doesn't know what to do. Stepping back, knocking it down. It's crazy what this kid can do with the ball, and with 37 points, he's the reason they're up in the series.
Hey, Steve, can we go ahead and call Steph Curry, because of what he can do off the dribble, probably the most lethal shooter maybe in the history of the league?
I would. I mean, he's dangerous. And if you look at him, he doesn't aim the ball. You can tell he practices on his game a lot. You know, he just throws it up there and it goes in because it's repetition. He has a tremendous work ethic. It's crazy.
Well, you know, after the Cavaliers took that two games to one series lead, a lot of people thought, including yourself, that LeBron James and the Cavaliers would somehow find a way to win this series because of LeBron James. But what we're finding out is, you know, if the Warriors can put the ball in the basket, if they can, let's just say, break the 100 mark, LeBron can't do it alone. He can't do enough on his own. Okay, to win a game. Now, if they muck it up and they can hold the Warriors to 85, 90 points, I think LeBron can do it alone. And we saw this tonight. Let's roll some of this videotape. The Cavaliers, Steve, with 10 minutes to go in the game, literally went LeBron ISO offense one-on-one every possession down the floor. That is a tough thing to ask, even LeBron James, to be successful every possession for 10 straight minutes.
Yeah, the sad thing is, you know, he's running out of gas. You know, he doesn't have that Dwayne Wade, that Chris Bosh, that guy that can give him 5 minutes of scoring where somebody else can take over the game. You know, he's come to fourth quarter, he's gassed because he's asked to do everything for this team, and you know it's tough on anybody.
Is that a mistake by Blatt, though, to allow James and the offense to go solo isolation with that much time left to go in the game? It's fine to do it in the final 2 or 3 minutes, obviously.
Well, you know what I see, LeBron is giving the ball up early on. He's giving other guys a chance to do something, but nobody wants to shoot the ball in the fourth quarter. They're giving it right back to him. They're trying to post him, and everybody's just scared and uptight in the fourth quarter. And you know LeBron's forced to try to do everything by himself.
There's some sentiment right now. I want to get your thoughts that win or lose the series, that LeBron James should be the MVP. What say you?
LeBron James should be MVP of each and every game he plays in, whatever it is. It can be pickup ball, he'll be the MVP. But yes, I would definitely say he was the MVP. But they're not going to do that if,
especially if Curry comes up big in Game 6 or 7.
Yeah, and LeBron is clearly the one-man band on his team, but Curry, as talented as he is, he gets help. He's got other guys there like Andre Iguodala, the Wildcat from Tucson. This kid is getting tough buckets, tough 14 points tonight. What were your thoughts on his game?
Yeah, Iggy, a former teammate of mine in Philadelphia, and I got a chance to talk to him yesterday on the phone, and he's super focused. I mean, we were talking, and he was just saying, Steve, it's not over. We got a ton of work to do. We got a ton of work to do. And I've loved the way this guy has matured. He's gotten better as a shooter, and it's showing right here in front of the world.
Kerr said he was the best player on that team in the first 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, he's asked to do everything. He's defending the best player in the world, and then on the other end, he's knocking down shots. He's making passes like that. He's doing everything for his teim, and he's definitely MVP of this series, in my opinion.
Well, let me back up. You talked to Iguodala on the phone yesterday.
I did.
This is why we pay you all this money to come in. All right. Did he say anything about guarding LeBron?
No, he didn't, we didn't talk about that. We talked briefly, but he was just know he was super focused. He was very focused. He was getting his rest, getting ready for this game today. But man, what a performance by him.
Well, listen, you're not going to keep Steph Curry down, and you know the Cavaliers did a pretty good job bottling him up when they won those 2 games. But does Curry have to go off like that for them to close this out in Cleveland? Are you sensing a Game 7 here, or can the Warriors put enough points on the board in Game 6?
I mean, I would love to see a Game 7. You know, I would love to see LeBron bring a championship to Cleveland. I really would, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because, you know, Klay Thompson had an off game today. And what are the odds of Klay Thompson going to come back with another bad performance like this? And then you got Steph Curry finding his rhythm today. And Iguodala, I mean, it's just going to be tough on Cleveland.
You mentioned all those weapons.
It's just too much.
If LeBron had the Kevin Love,
yes.
If he had the Kyrie Irving, just a different situation.
It'll be a different series. So unfortunate for LeBron and Cleveland.
The what-if game is not much fun.
Do you think the Cavs will at least force a Game 7?
No.
You don't.
I think it's over. I think it's over.
I think so, but I think it might take another superhuman fourth quarter shooting performance from Steph Curry. Because you have to remember, with 8 minutes to go in the game, the Cavaliers actually led this game. It seems like the Warriors weren't going away because they did, because of Steph Curry doing what he did.
Right. You know, Tim, the problem is the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Warriors have another level. They have another gear that they go to, and Cleveland don't. They are tired come the fourth quarter, and they're just leaning too much on LeBron. Yeah. But it's like the Warriors just waiting so they just play with them and keep them in the game, let them stay in the game, and then once the fourth quarter starts, they blow them out. That's why they were able to beat them by 15 points.
You're right. But again though, don't go to LeBron every possession isolation for 10 straight minutes. Save that stuff for the final 2 or 3 minutes. We can't forget, you got the Steve Hunter Life and Basketball Skills Academy coming up. We want to get that information out to everybody. It's coming up at Fountain Hills High School on June 22nd. Steve, what do you know?
Don't forget, it's going to be an amazing camp. Like I say, we're going to have some Phoenix Suns alumni coming down to speak, hopefully some players. And it's going to be fun. I'll be down there teaching the kids each and every day myself. So if you want to meet me, we can sign some autographs, take pictures, whatever you want to do. I'll be there at your service. So I'm excited about it.
And I love the fact that it's ages 5 to 15 because as a parent myself, this is a time of year where there's nothing to do when your kids are home from school.
In air conditioning.
And it's 115 degrees out.
Sign your kid up, Tim. Sign your kid up.
I'm shipping my kids to California. Otherwise, they would be there that week. You can bet that I'm going to catch your next one. All right, so there you go. There's the Steve Hunter camp, and we're going back to Golden State now in the prediction. You are such a waffle. You started out with Golden State.
Politics in his future.
What a front runner you are.
I know.
You know what's funny? Steve Nash brought this up once, Steve, and as a guy you played in your playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Nash said once that, boy, the way an NBA series goes, when a team loses a game, it seems like they're never going to win again.
Right.
And when a team wins a game in a series, it seems like they're never going to lose again.
Yeah.
So the Cavaliers are one. You get this thing to a game 7.
Yeah.
And anything can happen, and you have LeBron James. Can they get it to a game 7? That's what we're going to find out.
We'll see.
All right.
I hope so.
Steve Hunter, we appreciate your time, man. Excellent work.
Thanks,
really
Tim.
well done. Try to talk to LeBron before your next appearance. Not easy.
All right.
Give LeBron a call.
We'll see.
Well, after 19 seasons, 10,335 assists, 2 MVPs, and countless memories, Steve Nash on Saturday formally announced he was calling it a career. Injuries defined his final years in LA, but remembering Nash in his son's uniform was pure poetry in motion. We are back on instant replay. I have had to pull up the chairs because when you have a 7-footer in the house, looks a bit ridiculous. Steve Hunter is with us tonight. Steve, thanks for coming in.
Good to see you.
On short notice as we kind of pay homage to the great Steve Nash. What are your memories of Steve Nash as a former teammate and a guy that obviously watched him a lot as well?
Well, a lot of good memories because he used to do everything for me except for score the ball. I mean, he was outstanding to play for. I mean, just a crazy work ethic. All the things that he did for our team that year in 04-05. For Mike D'Antoni, he was pretty much a coach on the floor. So, to see him retire, it's definitely due because it's a long, blessed career. So I enjoyed him.
In 41 years of age, as Barkley always says, Father Time is undefeated. Nash, certainly it didn't end the way he wanted it to in LA, but he certainly gave it a heck of a run. How was Nash able to do it at a high level? Because this is a guy that wasn't the fastest, wasn't the strongest, probably couldn't jump over this piece of paper.
Right.
But yet was able to be dominant at times.
He was. I mean, it's all about his passing, his court awareness, his footwork. He used to do these drills before practice, that like standing on one leg, shooting off one leg. He was small, but he was so strong in his lower body. He worked a lot on his core, and he really stayed healthy for a long time because of those exercises that he did. But some players just has it, and he had it.
What was it like playing as a big man? All right, you're a big man, and Steve Nash is your point guard. That's got to feel pretty good.
I mean, it's a big man's dream come true. I mean, when I signed here and I found out that Nash was here, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be alley-oop city here. So, having big guys like myself and Amari, coming out of that pick and roll, going down the lane, just. Did
it affect your mindset though when you played with Nash as opposed to any point guard, whether it was high school, college, no matter a guy like, okay, Nash is in the game, I gotta I got to be ready at any point.
Well, we had Leandro Barbosa on the team that year, and they couldn't have been two different point guards. I mean, so, you know, Leandro was full of speed and energy, and Nash was like, take your time, get people set up in the right spots. So when we had Leandro on the floor, it was a different dynamic of play than Nash being on the floor. But I tell you what, that team we had was something else.
What was Nash like as a teammate? Let's talk off the court a little bit.
I mean, he was the best. He was the best. Everybody loved him. I mean,
is that odd for everybody on the team to like somebody because you have so many different egos and different personalities?
Yeah, I mean, especially the superstar on the team. You know, Nash was the highest, one of the highest paid players on our team. He's the star of our team. He was the MVP of our team. But yet he'd be the first one in practice there, you know, 2 or 3 hours before practice, working on his game. And he led by example. He was also vocal as well. And he treated, you know, the first guy on the team like Amari. We had a guy named Paul Shirley on the team. He treated them all equally. You know, he was fun to hang out with. He used to invite us over to his house, and you know, he was just, man, the ultimate teammate. Probably my best teammate I ever played with was Steve Nash.
Well, Steve, you're still obviously a part of the organization. I got to ask you, this season, I don't know if it's a step back because they didn't make the playoffs last year, but just, you know, putting it in context with the Dragic situation, how difficult of a season has it been for the entire organization?
Well, you know, for me personally, I'll just speak, you know, personally, it was difficult seeing Dragic go because I felt like he was the engine of our team. You know, I felt like he was kind of the culture of our team, and you know, we kind of took after him. But you know, some guys, you can't make a guy stay here. So you know, I believe the organization has done a great job of covering their tracks and doing the best they can with him leaving. You know, by getting Brandon Knight. I think Brandon Knight has a ton of potential. I think he's going to be a great player one day. I'm pretty sure once he gets back healthy, the fans are going to be able to see his full potential. But you know, like I said, you can't make guys stay, so we did the best we could.
You are embarking on a big month of April now. I got the pamphlet here, which you can't see at home, but we can put a giant-sized pamphlet up on the screen. Nice. There it is. It's the Stephen Hunter Life Skills and Basketball Academy. It's taking place. First of all, we'll give you the website, all right? StephenHunterBasketballAcademy.org as you try to read there. That's kind of the brochure. We'll put some more information up on the screen that people can see in a little bit. But tell me a little bit about the Academy. It's taking place in Glendale 4 Saturdays in April.
Absolutely, man. I wanted to start this. I was very active in the community while I played, and so far I haven't gave back like I wanted to, but this is my Life Skills and Basketball Academy that I started. It's from ages 7 to 14, boys and girls, and it's going to be held at Desert Heights Preparatory Academy in Glendale starting on April 4th. But basically what we talk about is, you know, life skills, leadership, responsibility, holding, you know, yourself accountable. And also we teach the fundamentals of basketball. I wanted to start this because most camps and academies that I've been to, they pretty much roll the balls out and just let the kids run wild. Well, mine is very structured, and it focuses on each and every skill, small group, you know, training, and trying to get your kid to be able to become good enough to play club league basketball or join his elementary school team. So
that's got to be exciting. I mean, it's 4 Saturdays, but it's only a couple of hours each day, so it's not a huge time commitment. And it's only a month long. So yeah, you got to be thrilled with this opportunity.
I am thrilled. It won't take much of your time. It's on a Saturday. This particular academy. It's from 2 age groups. One age group come in at 10, leave at 12, and then we have the older kids come at 1 and leave at 3. And my main focus was to have, you know, a lasting impression on your child. I'll be at each and every academy. Yeah,
are you doing most of the talking, or you're gonna bring some people in?
I'm doing most of the talking, and I'm doing most of the teaching myself. So your child, he or she will be taught by myself. You know, so I'm excited to be hands-on with all the kids and teach them. I really enjoy it.
This is great. Again, you can sign up. We'll put the email up there on the screen, StephenHunterBasketballAcademy.org. It takes place all 4 Saturdays in April. It is in Glendale. You can go on there and sign. 7 and 10-year-olds go from 10 a.m. to noon. 11 to 14-year-olds go from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock. Steve Hunter, man, it was great to see you.
Thank you.
All right, man. All right, we appreciate you. Come back again.
I will.
Come back again.
I will.
You know, we'll get the Suns back into the playoffs next year. Yes. You can do some TV analyst work. All right. That's Steve Hunter. We're taking a break. When we come back,